You got to get out of your head, brothers. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to anybody that's living in a situation that they don't want to be in. I'm talking to anybody that's sitting in a cubicle right now that's thumbing through your Instagram stories, wanting to swap places with somebody on the internet. I'm talking to anybody out in the oil field swinging a hammer in this 30-degree weather that would rather be at home, running their own online business. And I'm telling you, brothers, I'm telling you, sisters, you have to get out of your head. And the thing is, there could be a number of things on why a person is in their head. You could take a look at fear and trauma and all these things. It's like whatever it is, you have to fix that. Like we have to stop talking about that stuff and start talking about moving forward. So whatever it is that's holding you back, fix it and move forward, man. But you have to get out of your head, man. What do you mean, soul? I don't know a single person alive that doesn't see in their minds a higher version of themselves. I know some very high achievers, and even they still see higher versions of themselves. You can take the person that's at day one at fast food. They're flipping burgers. They're dipping fries, and after so much time, they're saying, you know what? Like, this can't be life. Like I started this, as a quick gig, but now here I am 15 years later, and I'm still dipping fries. I'm still taking orders. I want more of my life. Even that person sees a higher version in their minds. And I'm saying you have to get those thoughts out of your mind and put them into reality. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, brothers, and I always say, man, the Most High is good, man. There's nothing that you want to achieve. There's nothing that you want to do. There's no mountain you want to move. There's no goal you want to crush that you can't do it. I mean, you can get on the internet and see 1,000,001 stories of people that have gone from rags to riches, that have healed their bodies from all this stuff. There's nothing you want to do that you can't do, man. But you have to get those thoughts from your mind out into this real world. You have to figure out what that block is and start moving in that energy, bro. Even some people that are quote unquote enlightened, right? Even some people that have dissected the recipe, shameless plug. Even somebody that's gotten the recipe and understand how this world works, how to create your reality step by step. Even a person that knows how to look at this world and understand it's an illusion, to be able to go into the mind space, to go into the place where God lives and create a new world. Most of those people get stuck right there. Most of those people, the enlightened, still get stuck in their minds, man. And they can create this beautiful reality in their minds. And they think that just because they understand this portion of it, that the world is going to do a thing. Contraire, mon frere. You have to get those thoughts out of your mind. A lot of people go into this Zen state. A lot of people go into retreats. A lot of people are trying ayahuasca. A lot of people are trying DMT and all these other things and getting these fabulous energies in their minds. But a year goes by, 2 years goes by, a lifetime goes by. And they say, man, all these things in my mind, like they never come to pass, brothers. You have to start meditating, brothers. You have to start meditating with your eyes open. You have to start meditating with your eyes open, man. And when I say meditation, let me be clear, because I can remember some years ago, brother, about 5 years ago, man, I was on Patreon and I was talking about meditation. And when I say meditation, I'm talking about meditation and visualization, right? Because me and this brother had a conversation about that some years ago. He said, you're saying meditation, but you're describing something else. In my mind, when I say meditation, I'm talking about visualization, because I know a lot of people, seek meditation to find this zen and peaceful state. And I get that, but I'm already in that zen and peaceful state. So there's no reason for me to go to some place or go to some whatever energy or some practice to find that. So when I'm in my meditation, I'm automatically, envisioning my future. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you can easily get trapped in that world, bro. Where that world becomes a dead end for you. You have to start meditating. In other words, you have to start seeing that world in your mind with your eyes open. To break it down, you have to be able to walk around in this third dimensional plane, going to work, going to your girl's house, going to the bank, whatever you're doing, walking around the house, cooking. You have to start living in this world, seeing what you see in your mind, bro. Seeing yourself having already accomplished the things in your mind, bro. That's the only way it'll work. And I'm saying that, man, because I know there are several people at work right now, bro, that are in conditions, bro, where they damn near can't stand life no more. You know what I'm saying? Your job is overworking you and underpaying you. And you saying, bro, I'm better than this. You saying, bro, I know I can start my own business. I know I can start a YouTube page. I know I can start getting into real estate. I know I can start doing all these things. But you have to move in it, bro. Like, there is no way around it. There is no way around it, man. And the thing is this, man, I wonder if the reason why most people don't take those thoughts out of their mind and put them in this third dimensional world is because once they do that, it takes work. It takes work, bro. It takes sacrifice. It takes getting your ass up at 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes before work. It takes staying up to about 11:30, 12 o'clock some nights, knowing you got to get up in the morning, bro. It takes not going out. It takes being single. It takes missing a few meals. It's sacrifice. Maybe that's why people keep it in their heads, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you have to put that work in. And I'm not sitting there saying that as a person with extreme work ethics. You know what I'm saying? As I'm saying this, I always tell y'all brothers, man, when I make these videos, I'm always talking to myself first. You know what I'm saying? I'm always talking to myself first, bro. But it takes the work. When I look at people that are achieving all these things, when I look at people that are not, it comes down to the work. It comes down to the work. Faith without works is dead. That's in your Bible, man. And if you're like, bro, I got the work ethics, man. I got the the will, and I want to do all these things, bro, but I just don't know what to do. Put yourself around people that are doing what you want to do, bro. It's simple as that. Become the dumbest one in the room. Become the less knowledgeable one in the room. Talk to people, man, that when they're talking, sometimes you're like, I really don't know what you're talking about. You know, the brother I'm always chopping up with, man, the brother I'm always talking about, man, one of my mentors, sometimes he'll get to talking about real estate and get to talking about all these things, bro. And it's like, bro, like you're literally speaking Greek. But I stay on that saddle, man, and I listen because I say, you know what? He's saying some things to get me to where I want to go. All I have to do is apply them. Put yourselves in those rooms. Cut all these YouTube channels off that are talking about why somebody is beefing with this and, okay, somebody got shot. Okay, Brother Quavo got killed, rest in peace. But if you still watching videos about who shot Quavo, brother, you behind the 8 ball. You behind the 8 ball, man. A lot of our people, we so caught up and entertained off of bullshit, off of beef, off of divorces. But then we wake up every day and go to work, man, and we're pissed off at the man. The man ain't got no control over you, brothers. You have to get these thoughts out of your mind. You have to focus. You have to only entertain the things that you want to be a part of your life. You have to only put yourself in circles around men that vibrate like you, that want to get to the same goals as you. You have to put yourself in circles of people that are talking about things you really don't know about. And learn, man. I'm telling you, brothers. Because what's going to happen is a lot of you brothers are going to be in your 20s and have these goals, man, and say, you know what, I've seen this. I'm telling you what I've seen. A lot of you brothers are going to be in your 20s and say, you know what, this is where I'm going to end up. And you're going to get on some factory line. You're going to get on some job that's swinging some hammer, that's paying good money, and you're going to get trapped. You're going to forget about those things in your head because you're going to say, you know what, nah, this is comfortable, man. Life is good. Like them brothers are paying me, I don't know, whatever, $20, $30, $40 an hour. I'm winning, man. Like forget me swinging for the fence. Forget me owning my own trucking business. Forget me buying rental, getting properties to rent out to get long-term wealth. Forget me putting the majority of my savings in the stock market to build generational wealth. Forget me opening up my own salon. Forget me doing all these things. They put me in a comfortable place. I'm going to tell you, brother, it's a trap. It's a trap. I saw many a great men with many a great talents, coming up through my 20s and 30s that I was, rubbing elbows with on the workplace. I saw the look in their eyes that they were content. I said, no, brother, it's good now to be 20 and early 30s making a good bag. I said, but bro, once we hit 35, 40, 50, like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be relying on someone else to just come in one day and say, you know what, today's your last day. Screw that, bro. Soul is not about that life. Soul is not about that life. And all I'm saying is a lot of you brothers have the potential. A lot of you brothers have the knowledge to do bigger and better things, but you can't get out of your head, brothers. You can't take those thoughts and put your gonads on the table and say, you know what, I'm going to go for it. Win or lose, I'm going to get a lesson and be better out of this and keep going until I get to my goals, bro. It's a matter of you getting out of your head, man. Get it. I'm going to tell you this, bro. A lot of people spend a lot of time on social media and, Instagram and the book and the tube and all these factions of the internet, right? When you're on the internet, man, stop looking at this BS. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna change you, man. Once you start consuming only good information, whether you want to or not, bro, you're gonna start moving in a different energy. Once you start listening to high achievers all day, looking at their Instagram stories, looking at their YouTube channels, and let them tell you about how I went from X to from A to Z. Once you start consuming that information, man, and getting that frequency, it'll happen, bro. It's all about frequency, man. It's all about getting in a frequency of people that have taken the thoughts out of their minds and putting boots on the ground. I remember when I quit my job, man. When I quit my job, well, I'll say this: a year out, I wasn't really sure how I was going to do it, but I knew I was going to do it. I said, you know what? I have to do it. It wasn't even an option. My son said, hey, Dad, I want to come live with you. I'm sitting there traveling 3 weeks out of the month to work. I said, man, my son is coming. I got to quit this job. I can't do it. It wasn't even an option, right? So what I did, like I said, a year out, I wasn't really sure how I was going to do it. I was making a little money on the side, but what I did, brothers, for probably about 6 months, all I consumed was videos about people that made that transition. It didn't matter what career field they were in. It didn't matter what they did when they came out. All I wanted to do was capture that moment in the middle. I want to say, you know what kind of mindset were you in to make that jump? And I'm just watching these videos. I mean, I probably had 10 videos that I watched over and over and over. Some came out to be full-time authors. Some came out to be getting online businesses and Amazon shipping, and some came out to own cleaning businesses. It didn't matter, man. I wanted to know what took place in between that, bro. And once I captured that frequency, then I put it in my mind. It became my meditation. And after I meditated on that thing, man, for so long, then I had to take it out of my mind and put it in my third dimensional world. In other words, when I was still going to work for a company that was busting my ass and making, had me working all these hours a day just to complete the mission, I still saw myself in a different energy. My mood changed. I conducted myself as if I was living the life I'm living now. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting on conference calls every morning, but in my mind, I'm saying, you know what? These conference calls in my mind are for me. At some point in time, I'm going to be having my own calls every day. You have to take these thoughts out of your mind, man, and put boots on the ground, bro. You have to put boots on the ground, man. And I'm saying that because the far majority of people are right there. It's not that most people don't believe. I always say this, man, you've been going to church your whole life. It's not that people don't believe. It's they can't take those thoughts and translate them and transmute them back down, man. And say, you know what, I'm looking around, bro, and even though my situation is funny, you know, like I'm going to act as if I'm still in my mind. Marry the two. I always talk about it, brother. It goes back to everything I'm always talking about. Once you marry the two, once you marry your soul and your ego, once you marry the fifth and the third, brother, you're unstoppable. You're immortal then, man. Take those thoughts out of your mind, brothers. Put boots on the ground. And don't be scared to work, man. Don't be scared to I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna take some pain. It's gonna take some suffering. It's gonna take you sitting at your, it's gonna take this. It's gonna take you sitting at your kitchen table or desk or on your sofa on some nights, you know, building your website, dang near falling asleep. Dang near falling asleep. And sometimes something's gonna say, you know what, man, just go get in the bed. Get you a couple of hours, bro. I'm saying that. I know what it's gonna be like. But you gotta say, you know what, man, let me get here and make me a cup of coffee. Let me go, you know, walk around the block. Let me walk around the house or do something and come back, man, and at least put another 15, 20 minutes in. It's gonna take that, bro. It's gonna take it, man. I remember when I was, again, oil and gas industry, getting up at 3, working all day, coming home, had the wife, raising my kid, you know, eating dinner, all this stuff, putting everybody to bed. And at 10 o'clock at night, when everything's done, everybody sleep, then I had to take my ass to school. I had to get online and get on the computer. Going to sleep, bro. It's going to take sacrifice to get ahead, man. But all that stuff pays off. It pays off, bro. All I'm saying is get out of your head, man. If you're in a situation right now, man, where you're at work and you're doing something that you don't want to do, if you're sitting at a cubicle, brothers, and you looking at brothers that are doing things from their home, that are owning their own businesses, owning their own cleaners, owning their own distribution sites, and you saying, bro, I can do that. Owning their own barbershops, owning their own car lots. You said, I can do that, brother. Just take your thoughts, man, and start putting boots on the ground. You sisters, if you're saying, you know what, man, like I see y'all sisters, you know, heavy in real estate. I see y'all doing hair, y'all selling weaves, y'all doing whatever. Y'all are getting good men. A lot of y'all sisters are talking about y'all want a husband, and it's just a matter of you getting the thoughts of you being his wife and start acting as if. Start moving like a wife. Put boots on the ground and walk in that. I'm telling you this, man. It's just a matter of getting your thoughts out of your mind and put them in this third dimension. I'm telling you, brothers, have to start meditating with your eyes open. And I say, you know what? I never had a brother, man. I said, but this must be what it feels like to have a brother. That's bullshit. This is beyond that. This is beyond it. This is what it feels like to walk amongst other guys on the planet, bro. When I say I love y'all brothers, man, like I wish there was another word I could use besides that. Y'all can rely on me, and I know I can rely on y'all, man. So first, I want to say, man, we have to understand who we are. We have to understand what our mission is. We have to understand that in 200 years from now, 300 years from now, pictures that brothers are taking right now will be talked about. Will be talked about. And the thing is, we're going to hold each other accountable to make sure we're all on page. It's not about one or two brothers winning in certain areas, man. If I see brothers move wrong, if y'all see me move wrong, say, so you're not moving in your excellence, man. We have to become one unit, brother.